Find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And off we go from Denver. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, it's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Watson. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Watson on first down. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Now it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle by Zach Allen. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Allen now looks to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. But hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. McPherson on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. This is the tight end, Fant. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On play action, Allen. On the move to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter.
Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards also. AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but it's also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Gibson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Antonio Gibson. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 35, Mike 35. I got him. 35's the Mike. They can't hang with us.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
35's the Mike. No chance. Mike 35, Mike 35. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 35's the Mike.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Mike 35. Time to go, night. 35's the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
To the air, Allen. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Allen will try again on 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
56. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike 22. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Throwing now is Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Watson now to throw. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Deshaun Watson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Now room for Eckler as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there, and right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in this second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for second down.
Watch tight end. Alert, alert, alert. Tight end's right. We got 4. Hey, hold.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going right back to Fant. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He'll let one go deep for Howard. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for KC. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39.
And the first down, Chiefs.
41 Mike, right here. 40 down, coming. 40 wants the mic, 40 wants the mic. Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
41 Mike. You gonna get this, boy?
Watson looks to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. McPherson's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Watson's throw complete there to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tutu Atwell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Chiefs 45, Broncos 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Allen. This is swung out to Eckler. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Watch the boot. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. My God.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack. Going to stop him short of the 1st down. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Down 80. Like 22, like 22. Hey, come on, now, come on, now. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Now Allen, got to have this one. This is the tight end fan. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Rolling to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing is Allen on third. Steps away. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Allen's throw into the hands of Fant. That catch good for only a couple. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. This is Fant on the short completion. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. He'll get this to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And again, it's Allen. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Here's Allen to throw it. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Throwing now, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Broncos come up with a late turnover.